Today we're making holsters and holders for Indiana Jones type whips and lightsabers out of real leather. This one costs $2. This one costs $5. Interested? Here we go. Got parts of the costume. I have this lightsaber with the D-ring, and I have this whip. And in the past, I've actually wrapped it around a bunch of times, and then I'll hook that on, slide my belt through there. Never been happy with it, so I've come up with an idea. I looked online, and you can buy a whip or lightsaber holder, and it can cost anywhere from $15. I'm also looking at this as my first leather project. So I've got this old belt. I'm going to deconstruct it, have a loop around here like this, and then have some sort of fast release, all right, but yet gives you an area to slide the belt through. So I think I have to commit and cut this belt. First of all, let's do a fit check. So this D-ring for my lightsaber, and I'll post it down below. That will fit in there. I've actually got another idea for a lightsaber clip, another video. I need something that's going to wrap around here and give me that much. So a loop this big to hold this whip. I'm using 16 inches of the belt. I'm going to cut it off. Come down there, clip that off, and then have it come up. So here's the side view. We're gonna go with these Chicago screws for the bottom instead of this thing. So I'm gonna make a hole on both sides of the belt. Got the leather punch, tried the smaller hole. I'm gonna try a bigger hole all the way through the belt. Sometimes you gotta go on both sides using the scrap. Then I fell up with an awl just to knock the extra material out. Now let's put the Chicago screw in there, and I think it's gonna work good. Yeah, so that's the right answer. Now I just have to do that to the belt now that I've practiced on the scrap. I've centered it, kind of made a little impression to check, and now just punch through. Hear that pop? Go on the other side. Okay, now I got the Chicago screw. Do a fit check. Perfect. And then I just have to mark it on this side. So I'm guessing right there. So I line it up, push down on it, and I've got an imprint, and that's what I'm going to use to make the hole. If you don't happen to have this leather hole punch, you can certainly use a drill. But since I have this tool, I'm going to use it. Pop it on the other side. It's all the way through. Take the awl, clear the hole out. All right, now I'll just take the Chicago screw at the other end of it. Come in a bag of about 100. They're relatively cheap, and I think you could use them for all sorts of projects. Start it out and tighten it up. So if you didn't want to sew it, this could be your answer right here. And also, it gives you the chance to do a fit check. See, that works out pretty well. And then I'm going to clamp it up here like this. Ideally using these, but I've never done this before either. Flattened it out a little bit. Read the instructions. Punch hole in cloth. It's a little complicated. We'll figure it out. You take this thing here, and I've made a mark, and then you got to make a hole. And that's where the snap rivet's going to be. Get a little hammer and tap that. I've used this tool here, and I've popped a hole here and here in the belt. That's where I'm going to put the snap rivets. So you take, I'm going to put the pop on this side. So you take this piece here, and this piece come together, and then this one and this one is going to go on the outside. I actually cut that away to make it a tighter fit. So let's see how that goes. This on here, just center it. Ah! Oh, watch your thumb. It hurts. A couple more times. I'm probably going to lose a nail on that one. That's clipped in there. Looks pretty good now. Oh, gosh, that hurt. Now I'm going to do the other side. Take one of these. See, it was concealed by this other one. Pretty sneaky. And then this is your finishing outside cap. You push it through that way. You put it flush down on, and then push that one on top. And then you use this other tool. That won't beat on my finger. That looks like it worked this time. Refix the Chicago screw. Tighten it down real good. Now this is all flattened. Plenty of loop there. And then I have the clasp on this side that I've put on. There it goes. You can take a number 8 or number 10 half-inch screw. I used a Phillips head on this one, centered it, put the nut on, cinch it down real good, and then make another hole, and you can just have it on top like this. And that friction will hold. You could always go with a longer screw if you wanted to, 3/4 inch, and that would just really hold that in place, and then it'd be a quick flip and come off. Maybe more secure than this more Gucci version. Arc it and cut it off. So that's the final version of this. You can sand it down. This is a fused belt, so it works out really well. I was initially going to sand that all down, but I kind of like how it kind of keeps it in place. Thought about it overnight, and I really wasn't happy with how these snaps were working. They just were given too quickly. So went out and bought heavy duty snaps. I got this for about $5. There's 8 sets here. I gotta pull these off. You can see why they're failing. It's because they're so embedded in the leather of the belt, it just doesn't hold. When unsnapping, you have to be careful because you could drive the screwdriver into your hand, and that's no good. So I put it down here, I kind of work it up a little bit, then I use these pliers just to pull it off. You're sacrificing it, but once again, it's for the better of the build. When I open a package like this, just cut across here, you don't have to split it. And that way you can hang it up on the wall, and the stuff isn't gonna come out. Here's the set for this one. So I guess this is the cap and this is the socket. So we'll put it together. Here we go. I still wasn't feeling good. Even with this bigger snap, there would be enough clearance, so I went and cut out the part of the leather. But that's going to be enough to bring that down, have a better chance of grabbing that and making it stick. Turn it over like this. Okay, you can see I've finished that, so all I have to do is bring this back over here, put the Chicago screw back in, and I have a much more, yeah, that's gonna work a lot better. Yeah, I'm feeling much better about that one. And there's the build. $2 solution, $5 solution. Thumbs up and comments always appreciated. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned where I'll show you the costumes for the Indiana Jones belt and the Luke Skywalker costume. Coming soon.